to another LEGO Bootleg review. I chose the non-box options. I'm just letting you see the box right here. This is Sheng Yuan's SY618 set, another set of Falcon Commandos, and the highlight in this set are pretty much the scenery, I guess. Inside each set, you get the instruction sheets of you got the set pieces, the figures, and for the most part, all the figures seem to come on a sheet that has a complete setting. Like these sheets in each box, they'll never contain instructions of one item across multiple sheets. It's always on one sheet, almost like they can separate a part of this set without the minifigure and sell that separately, which is what I think they might do sometimes. And the minifigures always come in their own baggie, separated from the rest of the set. So, yeah, I mean, before we move on to the actual set, all these boxes come together and we got the usual assortment of weapons. We got extra hands for each box. We got some standard pistols, MP5s, AK-47 there, some assault rifles, sniper rifles with the little attachment there. There's then one extra attachment here, a minigun, another sniper rifle, some firing cannon. You stick a missile in there like these, but there's no spring load or anything. More sniper rifles there, a katana and an extra bit for the minigun, and 2 extra stands there. So yeah, got a lot of accessories, standard stuff we've seen all the time in all of these military sets, nothing new here. So the landscape consists of desert themed stuff, so if you have some of the previous set of the vehicles, they will match perfectly in here. In fact, Sheng Yuan has released quite a few different desert themed Falcon Commando stuff, so you can definitely put them all together and build up a collection. We got some desert land here, some fire going on, and this bike, the wheels, there's no rubber on them, they're just a single piece of hard plastic. And this handlebar is actually doesn't plug in. It's not loose, but there's not enough of a hole in the handlebar to plug all the way in. So like the gap isn't big enough, so it feels loose. So that's annoying. So you got this little bit of piece there. We'll put that to the side. We have a little cooking area. Some people burning some fish. You got those 2 brown sticks you saw earlier in the pile of guns. They go in here as well. You got that going on. And then we have this little war piece there, so they can hide behind this window and shoot enemies. And then we have this one here. You got a barrel so you can put stuff in it. And here's the next piece. You got some broken walls there. Again, more cover base area. All of this is supposed to come together to build a pretty nice place. This one's a bit more adult, I guess. You got a printed piece there, which has bullet holes and some blood. It's on the swinging hanging piece there, and you got a bear trap with someone's leg stuck in there, like a bit of skeleton. So again, stick that next to the other walls. You got this here, which has I guess part of a roof with a basic satellite dish going on. Oh, and we have a little computer there, a little briefcase computer that you can close up, and that just fell off. Put it back in there. And they're using like metal colored skis for the antenna, which is quite smart actually. Put that in the back somewhere. Let me just rotate that a little bit. This piece is a bit finicky, but then again, official LEGO one would be finicky too, because of the way it's been designed. So as long as you're not moving it, it's fine. But it is a little bit iffy. We have a burning cart, so I can put that in there somewhere. And we have this sort of minigun with a pickaxe. The minigun. There was an extra leg, like weapons tripod in the weapons pile of weapons that you saw earlier. So this one can unplug from here and go on that pile of weapons. So, and now that I put them all there, I'm gonna zoom out now, and you can see that yeah, all of them come together. You have a nice little scenery space. Figures this time here, really nothing that special. Again, you got a Falcon Commando base, and you can see it's a 4x4 plate with 2 studs on each side on the back and a little spinning disc here. As you can see here, all of the Commandos have the exact same body. These 2 guys have the same heads. I was showing the back of this one, and the bodies are printed on the side as well. You do get a little Falcon Commando logo on the side there on the arm, and the other arm is the same arm, just without that logo. And yeah, well, pretty much the same. And You get 4 backpacks that look like this with the back thing going on, with the stud, so you can unplug that backpack from the body armor. And all of them have this generic sort of belt piece, and so this comes with 4 of these backpack pieces. You got the 2 of these ones there, with just a little hook on the back to hook on a weapon or something. And the terrorists here, they have their bandanas, so you can put the bandana back on him if you want. It's got a little mask there if you want. This one's got a standard, like what do you call it? Just a hat, like a turban or hat thing, because the Middle East or something. And all of these guys have a radio. So I'm gonna stick that on him. Got a radio there, and you have 2 of these sort of deserty hats, almost look like holiday hats if it wasn't camouflaged. You got a slightly different version of that, a cap, and 2 sort of tank helmets, I think, or just heavier helmets. So you got a lot of stuff here going on, but yeah, the figures aren't that special. And finally, a quick look at the back of the terrorists. Again, nothing too special, just sort of there. So there you go, figures really aren't that special. I mean, they're good, but we've seen these figures over and over again, or similar designs over and over again, and so there's not really anything going on with these guys. The 2 bad guys are good, kinda, and I actually noticed that he's got little cuts down there and he's bleeding, so that's kinda cool for a Lego-ish character minifigure thing. So that's nice. But apart from that, really, there's not much to go on here. It's just, if you're army building and you have Modern Warfare stuff, then great, you can get this set. The scenery is pretty nice, but the figures really just aren't that special. And as always, there's a serious lack of bad guys per good guy ratio. Needs more bad guys. And I remember I did a review on a Lily set a while ago where all figures were bad guys. Or at least they look bad guys enough. So maybe you can get that set just to fill in the gap, because Jesus Christ, there's always like 6 or 8 people against like just 2 bad guys. So that's not fair. That's not fair at all. So if you like what you see here, then yeah, check it out. The build quality is decent. The clutch and movement are decent. It's just don't expect too much different from previous sets that you already own if you have any of the previous Sheng related stuff. Could we have more bad guys, please, Sheng? That'd be great. Thanks. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below. And of course, take care and have a nice day. Bye bye. If you've enjoyed this video or found it useful, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe button, as well as leaving a comment below on how you feel about these figures. And as always, you can check out my other videos, hopefully with ad block turned off. I would appreciate that so much. And you can support this channel by heading over to Patreon if you like. I have an animation channel, but I don't have much time to do stuff like that. But I do try to do animation when I can. And yeah, subscribe, suggest, and comment below. And of course, take care and have a nice day. Bye bye now.